and now we'll do as the honors, and we'll have some big conversation on big issues as
yes,
well.
we will.
You're discussing GTP?
Well, yes, we will be discussing the parts of the GTP. I mean, of course, we'll also be looking at the Formula 133 that was announced by the former President John Dramani Mahama with regards to the 24-hour economy. So it says that
one job... announced it, or the youth...
The young people announced it, and then he also came to rehash it. So it's Formula 133. So one job, 3 shifts, 3 people. That's basically what he's seeking to implement if he becomes president. And so that means that, you know, everybody some way, somehow will find a job. So we'll be looking into that. And also that promised by the vice president, who's now the flag bearer of the NPP. He's proposing that driver's license be extended from 2 years to 10 years. So we'll look into that. But let me just go into the Afafranto, the Great Transformational Plan. And again, good morning, Honorable Kyerematen. So it says that they're going to amend Article 70, 190, 195, 202, 207, 212, 2322, related to the appointments of head of independent constitutional bodies and other public sector entities and the head of security services to make the appointments of the said office by the president subject to approval by the second chamber. So there's going to be a second chamber, and it's going to replace the Council of State. So now he says that they're going to abolish the Council of State and establish a new second chamber of parliament with representation from key stakeholder groups, including faith-based organizations, traditional authorities, professional bodies, artisanal associations, gender-based organizations, private sector, labor unions, etc.
Look,
so
you know what? I think we need to use as our question of the day for this morning segment. It's up next. We'll be asking you, what do you make of the new propositions, especially in the GTP by Alan Kyerematen and his Great Alliance?
Welcome back. It's time now for This Morning, and today we're holding the Great Transformational Plan. Yesterday, a media engagement was had with the founder of Movements for Change, and he says this is a new policy blueprint for Ghana's transformation. I want to hear from you if you've had the chance to go through it, or based on what we've read so far. Council of State, do we still need it? Should it be scrapped? And in place of that, should a second chamber be established? Should the president's powers be reduced so he doesn't have to appoint almost everyone in his government? Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us, sir. What's your name?
My name is Gamel.
Gamel, okay. Speak to us. What are your thoughts on what we've just read so far? Have you had the chance to go through the document?
No.
Okay. But what are your thoughts on it? I mean, we've just read about the powers that the president has based on the Constitution, and the fact that Honorable Alan Kyerematen says we have to reduce those powers, so he doesn't have the power to appoint, you know, the heads of security services and other public sector entities, and he will scrap Council of State.
In some orphan constituencies in
Yes. First of all, my regard to Betinakwesi Atunyani.
Okay.
And that's right.
Hey.
Okay, carry on.
Of the Ghanaian economy and why Alan.
Well, I guess he doesn't have much to say because we can't seem to have him.
I think he's listening to us. That's
Yeah.
a problem. So
when you call, please reduce the volumes on your TV set so we can hear you directly via the phone.
Well, so we have a number of comments already coming in, and this one is coming from Kwesi Mensah, who says that Mr. Alan Kyerematen is part of the problems of Ghana currently. He was part of the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. What's he saying new? That GTP plan, if he had it, why didn't he implement it when he was in office from 2017?
Alaji, good morning.
Good morning, now.
This is Bella. Good morning. How are you?
Bella, how are you?
I'm fine,
Oh,
Alaji. Your best friend is here.
Nah.
Na is good as well. Yes, and your bestie is here. Should he mention your name?
Huh?
Your bestie is here. Roland is here.
Roland. Well, how are you?
I'm well, Alhaji Bini Yorubo Shele. That's about.
Yeah.
Nah, this so.
Mpura kapura ankara zaha nambanye. Bella mpura gara dasba.
Nah, to. I'm not sure what you said, but yeah, I'm sure it's something positive. Talk to us. I'm not sure. I didn't understand what you said, so if you can translate it, I'll be grateful.
Oh no, but you say nah.
Nah.
That's how you respond. And
All right.
this one is respond.
Thank you, Alaji. So, what do you think?
Bella,
Yes.
let me send my greeting to incoming MP for Ewutu Sanya, Napoyo, and Honorable Dokas Trophy. The Moro MP. When you look at that, the Alan Kojo Charmantene, he make a good point. You see, when she's saying that they need to reduce the power of the government, that one is true. Not he alone saying this. A lot of people saying that we need to reduce the power of the president. Because some politicians and the military, we need to look about different persons can appoint the militaries. That can help us, and the country can move forward. Because of that, and these wicked people punish people in the country. And we went to one election because of the direction, and they killed 8 people in the one election. How that thing happening in our country? And some people making cool, even one person did not die. So if we look about our constitution and review, that can help us. And if we review the constitution, we need to review our attitude. We need to review our attitude because some of us, we are so wicked too much.
Okay.
So I just want to tell Ghanaians, we need to look about. But the peace council and the other council, me, if I have power, I will cancel that thing.
Okay.
Because some of them, they have so bias.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm guessing that in that case, would you be voting for Movements for Change? And of course, the revolution.
Aziz Donla says, Alan should rather implement the 2010 Constitutional Review Commission report because Professor Mills had done a great job. So we already have a blueprint. We should not be reinventing the wheel. When you look at all the forums that are organized, everybody's saying the same thing. All right.
Interesting. We have another caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Bella.
What's your name, please, and where are you calling from?
My name is Aminado. I'm calling from Nungwa.
All right, Aminado, talk to us. Are you moved by the Great Transformational Plan?
Well, kind of, and not too enthused anyway. But then I am very much okay with President not nominating the head of security and all that. But I have another problem. There seems to be a whole lot of politics playing even in our security. And so if we want the military or even the police to even elect or nominate their leaders, how are we sure it's not going to come from people that are ruling? For instance, currently it's the NPP, and we have a whole lot of our security people playing politics in the security services, which is not helpful.
Yeah.
So I think we should be able to get this thing out of the way first to be able to clear the way to get these things running right. And then I have another issue.
All right.
I don't know why, I know this is out of place a little, but please permit me. Why is the current vice president that is running for presidency still in power? Shouldn't he resign as a vice president and concentrate? Because currently, it looks like we don't even have a vice president. Everything is just on campaign. Shouldn't he resign and we get a new vice president in the interim?
Well, we do. We've had a vice president who has run before, and that's Professor Mills in the year 2000. He didn't resign, so there seemed to be a